Good morning from Sacred Space at Titania's Realm. It's the 1st of April 2024, April Fool's Day. I won't play any pranks on you because I'm a fool all year round and, so what else is new? A fool for love, a fool for the cosmos, a fool for humanity, the universal schmuck. But it is what it is, and I'm happy. I had a wonderful afternoon and evening with my friends down the road, Robin and Peter, and their little dog Coco. We went to visit Peter's 94-year-old mother, who's slowly on the slow declension to her ultimate end in this incarnation. And so we were all very disappointed, three of us, when we got there. She was in deep sleep and we couldn't rouse her and wake her up. And we thought maybe when they brought the meals around she'd waken, but she didn't. And I was so disappointed, but never mind. I said to Peter, we know we went there. Her spirit knows we were there, and that's all that matters. So, and we went back to their place, and Peter cooked some lovely pizzas and gave me 2 glasses of wine, which is enough to make me silly as a wheel. I can drink Jack Daniels till the seas run dry, but 2 glasses of wine and I get rather ridiculous. I don't know why that is. But anyway, we had a lovely time, Robin and Peter and I. Peter gave me chocolate Bavarian cheesecake with whipped cream for dessert, and then together we watched a show on TV about Easter Island, which was just lovely. So it was lovely to be included and have a bit of company over this Easter holiday season and not be left on my own all the time. And it was just kind of them to invite me. I thought that was lovely. So, what have we got? We're all older and our kids are all grown up and living their best lives, and we sit and slowly vegetate, right? Till the time comes when one day we'll be lying there like Elsa, sleeping away like the sands of the hourglass, the rest of our days on earth. Bless. She looked beautiful, Elsa. She looked quite good for someone who's 94. Who's now sleeping away her days, and she's I think the old girl might be with us for quite some time, even though she's ailing. She's strong as a horse. It's quite astonishing, and also lovely to see. But yes, I had a lovely time, and so on we go with today. Excuse me. With today's readings of even date. I woke up early. It's now 9:22 a.m. on the 1st of April 2024. So so we begin on 1st of April 2023. The photo I put on my vocal media is of what looks like a barbecue with various different cuts of meat and sausages. And my title is My Dark Sense of Humour. Lascivious and libidinous. I was crapping on about that for a few days because someone had said I was libidinous, which I thought was hilarious, since I'm an asexual celibate and haven't got very excited over a man in many, many years. So someone was putting shit on me at that point in time, and I just rode with it because I thought it was funny. But I can be libidinous with the right man at the right time. Oh, baby, look out if I conflagrate my libido, my long, dormant, sleeping libido. It's a bit frightening actually. I'm scared to let it out ever again because it'll be like a bloody volcano. I've locked it away so long. Hopefully I can just slowly release it like a lava stream from a newly conflagrated volcano and just slowly release it in gentle, slow forays rather than in one big blazing glory, because by the gods, that energy might be actually quite frightening. It's probably what went wrong with all my other lovers, right? Because I go through long periods of abstinence, and then when I finally find someone I'm really attracted to, it can be a bit but I don't care. If you can't handle me at my best, then you can't handle me at my worst. But don't mind me. Mama T's just being a bit libidinous and all. You have to laugh. It is funny. 1st of April 2023. Laughing my ass off. Another one of my YouTube videos has gone viral. By that I mean it suddenly acquired 498 views, which is a lot on my little channel. It's a short of me talking and smooching with Charlie. Frankly, it's not a flattering video. It pans my huge belly. I have no makeup, look exhausted and depressed. I guess it's reached some niche market for YouTube fetishists. Although that was not my intention behind it. I really was just wanting to record Charlie's immense passion and sweetness towards her mama. So, hilarious. Proof that people really do appreciate authenticity. And that particular video where I really do look awful has now got something like 1,600 views. It's like, what? Where are you people when I have full makeup on and a lovely frock and a happening in a far out way? Nobody looks at my stuff. But the minute I look like death warmed up and fucking awful, oh well, it's because you've all got schadenfreude, isn't it? It's because you're all laughing at me looking like death warmed up and half dead. And yeah, it's because you're all sadists and perverts. Oh, I'm onto you. I'm onto you. But anyway, my true friends on YouTube, they know I scrub up okay, and they know I dance like a wild goddess, demon, angel, you name it. So they cut me some slack, you know. They appreciate me. To you. On the subject of wild goddess demons, I posted a link to a video on YouTube. Who is Lilith? Part 2, the Kabbalah, origins with Samael and the Klipot to the seduction of God. Yes, Charlie. That energy came to visit me when I was dancing wildly at Ecstatic Dance, late 2019, not long after I just had my surgery, and I was spiritually open wide because I literally had a near-death experience. And so a few months later, about November, dancing wildly as I used to do when I participated in ecstatic dance, till I was made to feel unwelcome there, which was awful. So I really liked going there. I've been going there for a couple of years, but anyway, it is what it is. When I had this encounter with this energy dancing in front of me, my eyes were closed. and it looked like a neon kind of light. It was of a woman moving, like all electric light. Like, yeah, when you go to a club and they sometimes have neon lights done in shapes. But it was moving, writhing. It sort of said in my mind's eye, "Oh, hello, welcome. Who are you?" She replied, "Lilith." And I kind of freaked out for a moment, but then I thought, courtesy is the currency of the multiverse. So I said, "Oh, how may I assist you, Lilith?" And she didn't communicate in words, but she showed me two alchemical symbols, which at that time I didn't realise were alchemical symbols. So I made a note of them in my mind's eye and went home and drew a diagram of them and then frantically Googled to find out what her message was, and it was of Jupiter and Saturn, which in alchemy represent tin and lead. And at the time I still didn't quite know what it meant, but there was a Jupiter-Saturn conjunct in early 2020, and the rest, my friends, is history. And I think she was trying to encourage me into my silversmithing journey as well. I think that energy came to bless me and support me. So here I continue writing. In 2023 this was. I had a spirit call me Lilith during a trance drumming session last year. I was a tad taken aback, like that name is not actually a compliment, although that energy that presented itself to me was honouring and kind. And my friend Jared later pointed out that the goddess, or the demon according to your worldview, Lilith, is actually the protector of abused women and children. So it kind of made sense that she revealed herself to me, since my advocacy back in those days was on the subject of child sexual abuse, and as a survivor I was, immersed in that trauma on a daily basis, fighting and getting very distressed. So she came to comfort me and give me some kind of direction that didn't make a lot of sense at the time, but does now. To you, Lilith. Anyway, I was a tad taken aback that I was being called Lilith. Me, the asexual celibate, sitting on a smouldering volcano of a passion and emotion that I locked down very deep, because I can't have my heart broken ever again. Never, ever again. It's not survivable. I won't survive it. I literally will not survive it. So, I've only just started in the last 12 months or so to gradually blossom out and, allow, affection towards me, and allow heartfelt, sincere, overtures being made towards me. For a long time I was just shut down like a stone wall. It's been hard, but I'm seeing beautiful blossomings for me, and of course they're all my platonic friends, so I can't go anywhere with that. So I'm still holding on to my volcano. So it was very odd when I was called by the spirits Lilith, probably because the spirits that can see into your soul know how tightly wound I'm holding on to my sexuality and my passions and my love potentiates and my emotions. I have it all very held down beautifully, and there may come a time when I meet someone who loves me deeply and truly that I will lift the lid off all of that, and that may be wonderful for both of us, but I can't even imagine at this point in time that happening, or what it would feel like. But you know what? I have a feeling if it's a good, kind, loving man who's sincerely in love with me, that it's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing because it'll be soul to soul with equal intentions for each other, honouring each other and loving each other beautifully. Nothing like the crass, icky, bad behaviour I experienced in my previous love life, 9 years ago. I won't allow that to ever happen to me again. If by some strange twist of fate it does, I'll be suiciding because I honestly can't survive another go round of bullshit like that ever again. Anyway, I say that I'll suicide, but I don't, because I know better. I know that life is beautiful with or without a man, and I don't need anyone. But it was just so harrowing the last time that it did bring me to the brink too. That's the truth, people. That's what level of awfulness I was put through. It was crass and it was evil. Anyway, so here we have last year the spirits calling me Lilith, which means, by that it means comparing me to the first wife of Adam Kadmon. Implying that I'm in my own sexual power and I have control and dominion over my heart space and my sexuality, and that I'm integrated, and please God let it be so that I don't make any more mistakes with my body, mind and spirit and expend beautiful blessed energy on men who are cruel and sadistic and not worthy of me. So I replied, after they called me Lilith, which is interesting because they in particular used the Hebrew pronunciation too. So whoever that spirit was probably Jewish, right? So I have a fair idea who that is. My malfeasant ex-lover from 24 years ago, but maybe not, could be someone else. Anyway, I replied, who, me? Yes, they said, you. I brushed it aside. Discarnate spirit. I keep wanting to cough this morning, it's not good. Discarnate spirits, excuse me, can be mischievous, dangerous, and malevolent, as can carnate ones. So discernment is key, but sometimes it is best to ignore or avoid negative entities. But I do have some Lilith-type characteristics. I hate controlling, dominating, deceptive, evil men. I hate being condescended to, lied to, cheated on, vilified. I have brass Naga Kanye ornaments on my bedposts and front door, guardians of the underworld and the sea. I have the tattoo of the burning bush on my arm, upper arm. Fire, or specifically a light that could not be consumed by the fire within. I am an Aries, a fire sign, and I have a rage against the current COVID machine that literally destroyed all hope of my future progeny, that if I unleashed it would be a Lilithian vengeance that would be unstoppable. We are indeed living in a Lilith archetypical epoch. feeding her our unborn via defunct testes and ovaries with the gene-altering poison. She would be fucking proud if it weren't for the fact that even demonesses need progeny. What fresh hells can be created when the mortals are all dead or infertile, for fuck's sake? Not a rhetorical question, by the way. "1:33 a.m. The dance continues, even if it's killing me. Joie de vivre, babies. Thanks, dear Greg, for the fan. You're the man." No, he isn't. He was a two-faced, backstabbing asshole, but c'est la vie, babies. I've moved on. Alter egos were fabulous as usual. The beautiful Scott played Seven Nation Army in honour of my impending birthday. Formidable. There I am, with the fan behind me. As I actually asked them, it was so hot there in summer. The air conditioning didn't reach where I sit on my spot. It didn't reach the front of the stage at all, actually. So, in return for putting the fan on me for the last few months that I danced there, Greg then turned around after my dog died and said I wasn't welcome there anymore and I wasn't welcome at the new venue because I'm not 5-star enough. The cheek of it. After I'd danced there for 13 years. So Greg is not a man at all, that just vermin, but I thought he was a friend putting the fan on me and being kind, right? Hypocrisy as well as malfeasance. And on it goes, and on it goes, and on it goes. And I am Lilith if I unleashed all my rage on those moronic fucking idiots. But why bother? Life goes on. I go where I'm celebrated. I go where I'm loved. And, eventually, when that may or may not turn to shit, I'll just keep going till I find somewhere at last where I am absolutely welcomed and adored and belong. My friend Jan Attridge wrote, "Sounds like you had a great time," and I wrote back, "Still going, although I'm starting to fade fast." 1:37 a.m. I used to dance until 4 a.m, but I am not the woman I used to be. And my friend Ashley Alexia in America wrote, "Yes, you are." Sweetness. I wrote, I got home at 4 a.m, but I sat with my homeless friend for about an hour at the end of my night. All my joints seized up, so her new man had to help me get up off the ground. Nice man, but got a little too frisky, so my friend got annoyed with him. Pardon me. But I had a good night tonight. I need another cup of tea. No unpleasantness. I also met a lady from Papua New Guinea who was very friendly. She blessed me that I find a decent, loving man. I accepted her blessing graciously, although I had to try not to roll my eyes. That's how long I've been waiting for a decent, loving man. Eons, babies, eons. Her blessing must have worked too, because, in the last 7 months I've had so much love flow to me from my beautiful friends in the band and people in the Brooklyn Standard, and I've been so much love, literally just flowing to me, and it's sweet agape and sometimes a little bit romantic love, just enough to thaw out the tightly wound volcano in my spirit and let me have hope again that maybe, just maybe, the one will claim me as his own, one beloved one, and we can begin a partnership together. And who that is or when that will happen, I don't exactly know. I don't dare have hope because, all my friends are platonic and in relationships or married, and so they're not available. But their love is just as real and authentic and beautiful as any, and I'm grateful. I'm so grateful to you, my darlings. Thank you for your sweetness towards me. I appreciate it. Then I had a quasi-romantic interlude with Katrina's friend, who decided, out of the blue, that he was attracted to me, so I had to politely fend him off. It was a tad hilarious. He was listening to Robert Johnson, the blues player. I told him he was famous for voodoo. So yeah, weird morning, but all in all, I had a lovely time. 1st of April 2022. Lascivious and libidinous. Same shit, different day. I was really grinding down and processing that. I can't even remember who it was that said I was libidinous. I think it might have even been my psychiatrist during a debrief. It wouldn't have been meant as an insult either, because he loves me. He loves me, my doctor. He thinks I'm cool. But he might have said it tongue in cheek, maybe. Anyway, I decided to be obsessed about the fact that I'm libidinous when nothing happens. I have no sex life at all. I mean, I can stab people up if I want to. I've still got it going on, babies, but it doesn't go to actual full-on sexual congress with anyone, because I can't be used and I can't be hurt ever again. I just can't. I won't allow it to happen. So, too many arseholes got away with far too much, and they're off rutting other women, left me with nothing but damage, right? You know who you are if you're still watching my video too. Starts with a capital D. But he wasn't the only one that put me through that. There were a few in the music scene back in the day that were just vicious beyond belief. I had a good day today. Spoke to my friend Jared, then took Bobo and Charlie for a walk and visited with Libby and her little ones across the road. Then continued my walk and visited with Elsa and her son and daughter-in-law. That's Peter and Robin that we visited Elsa together with yesterday. Feeling much loved and appreciated. As I used to on my walk go around, stop and visit with Elsa, and we'd have little chats, and sometimes she didn't make a lot of sense because she was losing her cognition even then. But sometimes, in the ways of the senile and the demented, she would come out with some very profound things, very potent spiritual things, and I would just look at her and think, I'm going to store that away in my brain. That's a message for me. Literally using her as a channel, from the gods. But I enjoyed her company. I didn't just go there to try and pick her brain or anything. I enjoyed her company. I've always had a fondness for the elderly. Even as a young child, I would gravitate to the elders in any party that we went to, any function, because I instinctively knew they were wise, because they've lived, right? They've lived full and long lives, and they've experienced everything. and they know about life. Honour your elders, people, unless they're, like my family of origin, psychopaths and narcopaths and pedophiles, then you don't have to honour shit. But I'm talking about wise, nurturing, honouring, loving, kind elders. And you'll know when you meet them, you'll know that you'll recognise their spirit, that they have, good grief, that they have something to teach you, some sweetness to impart upon you, give you hope for your future, even if it's just a kind word and a smile sometimes. That's how I've lived my entire life since early childhood, by the way. Always looking for someone with a kind word and a smile and a wisdom and a soul-nourishing, strengthening gift of heart, mind, body and spirit, because I was raised by feral maniacs, and that is the truth. 1st of April 2021, I posted a quote. Social murder is a term coined by Friedrich Engels in 1845 and used to describe murder committed by the political and social elite, where they knowingly permit conditions to exist where the poorest and most vulnerable in society are deprived of the necessities of life and are placed in a position in which they cannot reasonably be expected to live and will inevitably meet an early and unnatural death. I call it government-sponsored genocide. I don't sugarcoat shit. I know, Charlie. 1st of April 2020. What a weird afternoon. I hauled my tuchus out of bed and dressed, but had to yell at the builders across the street as they had parked their vehicles across my driveway. They moved one ute quick smart, left the other still slightly blocking me, but I was able to get out. It's just fucking rude, but anyway. Then I went to get my licence renewed. No problems there, but then I went to Coles. No problems there. Then I went to the butcher to buy more bones for Bobo and got tempted by some more Moroccan flavoured sausages. The ones Lynn bought me yesterday were such excellent quality. And some chicken. The young butcher was so flirtatious that instead of feeling like the usual good-natured Aussie larrikin banter, I got a tiny bit enraged. A tiny bit? He was an animal, that boy. I reminded him he was young enough to be my son. That only set him off even more. I told him I usually avoid butchers as they strip us down to bone and sinew, then take our money as well. He quipped, so like my usual Friday night. Funny little shit, innit? Anyway, home again. Self-isolation is not so bad. Glad to be away from creepy, licentious men. I boycotted that filthy butcher in the Greenslopes Mall. Little wannabe rapist or fully practicing one. Vile. Feeling hot and sweaty, I had a moment of panic that I had caught COVID at Coles or from that fucking seedy butcher at Greenslopes. But But I say to myself, calm your farm, Tanya. I check the weather app, 25 degrees Celsius. It is a warm autumn night. The aircon has been in use, off and on, all afternoon and evening. I thought it was my menopause. Grrr. 1st of April 2018, 3:14 a.m. I had a lovely night dancing with Jenny and Karen and Morris. An old flame had called me earlier in the evening, out of the blue, after 5 years. So he came to the casino to spend some time with me. Very sweet. No, it wasn't. It was just bullshit, but anyway. I was a bit amazed, as I had not heard from or seen him in all that time. We had a lovely long chat on the phone, and it was pleasant seeing him in person. I kept doing me and danced wildly with my friends as I always do. I am not going to change for anyone. Anyway, bit taken aback by the strange twist of events, but all good. True loves never die, I guess. Must have made a big impression all those years ago. No, I was just used yet again by a motherfucker. Dear Goddess. Anyway, sore tootsies, so soaking myself in a hot bath, peaceful and content with my residual existence. Good night, you all. So that was 6 years ago now. That was the last time I make a mistake like that. Ever again. 1st of April 2019. Sorry, 2017. 3:20 p.m. Finally awake again. Gorgeous day. Life is good. Thank you, God. Kiss, kiss, kiss. I posted an article from healthyway.com. Sperm bank's perfect donor is mentally ill and he's fathered 36 kids. They're supposed to screen those motherfuckers. Oh well, they make mistakes too, don't they? Oh my goddess. So Riley, I wrote, there goes my plan for Crystal or Jasmine to get their babies from the sperm bank catalogue so we could screen for sociopathology and serious mental illnesses and hopefully breed out the psychopath and narcissism in our genetic line. Apparently, sperm donors can be narcopaths too. Who knew? Oh, back to the drawing board. My girls will have to invest in the breeding lottery of life the old-fashioned way, alas and alack. Well, they didn't, did they? No grandchildren for Mama T. And it's not actually their fault since we've all been altered in our DNA by a certain substance that was peddled 4 years ago. You bastards. You bastards. Anyway, my daughters were already geriatric mothers if they fell pregnant now at 38 and 36, so it already would have been risky, and their fertility was already a slowly closing door, but you bastards. Another lovely night dancing with Jenny, Terry, Chris, Karen and Roy. Now soaking in hot Epsom salts bath, need to buy more. I put lavender oil and flowers in some Epsom salts. Lovely. Now exhausted, so will be snuggling in my bed soon. Boker Tov. Good morning. 1st of April 2016, 7:52 p.m. I'm finally feeling like I'm getting my shit together. Still a marathon effort of dusting and polishing to do, but for the first time in many months, I have a clear dining table. Almost cleaned the floors. I had a visit this evening from Lucy needing comfort, so I invited her to come out with me. It's Friday night, Shabbat Shalom, you all, but wild things need to dance their stress out. I never got to have my nana nap after my cleaning, so I'll be one wired, raw nerve. I will have to pace myself, as if. I have had a busy day. I got up early, around 11 a.m. I spent the day vacuuming and mopping, still my bedroom left to do. I did washing as usual, potted in the garden. I got the drill out and made holes to the perch. Made holes so the perch can fit properly for the girls. This is when I had hens, people. Vinnies came and went, no help with the bills. It gave me a $50 card for Woolies. Then I took Bobo to the dog park. He is still trying to bite other dogs, but he had fun chasing the Labrador cross Staffy pup. Now home to rest, eating yogurt, quite exhausted. 1st of April 2014. Today I had a lovely afternoon tea, my breakfast, lol, with Heather at the Rare Pear. We went back to her place afterwards, and I was thrilled to see her new garden and water feature. It was lovely to catch up and to see Sarah's wedding photo. We Yiddish mamas and aunties sure do shep nachas. That means we Jewish mothers and aunties sure do take great joy in our offspring, kind of thing. Shepping nachas is to take great joy and delight in something. Then I drove to Crystal's and helped her move stuff to her new granny flat at Mitchelton. I am a tad disappointed as it is a tiny space, but there is a large backyard for Ramon to live in, so life will be more exciting for him. I helped her unpack boxes to make room for more loads. I am now resting on her couch in her apartment, watching Ramon play, and am contemplating making a nice cup of tea before I head home, chez moi. Chez moi is French for to my place, my place. 1st of April 2010, my friend who I knew for many years on Pal Talk, Jane Smith, whose nick was Purity Incarnate, was a very loving, supportive friend to me over many years. Wrote, "Hi babes, sorry to hear your mother's death and you don't have the chance to throttle the old bitch one last time. Glad you're in Aussies. In the UK, there's not such protection. Fight for your corner. Hugs." And I replied, "Ha ha 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 ha. She had the very best of me the last 18 months of her life, and now I wonder why I bothered," laughing out loud. I guess I can at least lie straight in bed, knowing I did right by her, as I have always done, while she continues to make my life a living nightmare, even in death. This is referring to the evil will dispute. It would have been so nice for her to have looked after my interests for a change, but that's what happens when your parents are insane. Nowt queerer than folk. Slowly recovering from the shock news and found out today I have a very strong case. So onwards and upwards, I guess. And my Auntie Sylvia Shine wrote, "Hi Tanya, so happy at last it will go your way. Thank God. Onward Christian soldiers, as they say." Which is funny because she's Jewish like me. Don't get yourself stressed. Life is too short. 12th of April till 5th of May, I will be among the oldies like myself. I should feel at home, I don't think. It will go quick, as life does. At the moment, as you know, it's called respite. Yoo-hoo! They have a computer there, but it's a complicated one. I will pop home to use my own one, only a few minutes away from home. Keep well, love and kisses, Sylvia. Kiss, 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 kiss. And I carefully preserved all her little messages from me all the years. She was one of my proxy mothers or older women that took on that role of being nurturing and sweet and kind to me when I didn't have that from my own progenitors. So I cherish and treasure these little messages, and you have no idea how much it means to me. She's been dead since 2014, but it just means so much to me when I have her energy and her words preserved here. So wherever you are, Auntie Sylvia, still love you. And on that note, thus ends today's readings of Even Date. A bit shorter today. I've had some astonishingly long videos in recent days or weeks, but don't have a lot more to say about today. So Easter Monday, it's a public holiday, and I'm still feeling very fatigued. I'm starting to wonder if the fatigue is caused by the solifenacin, because I was okay before I started on that. So I have to ring up my GP tomorrow and get the results of the blood test I had about a week and a half ago. See what he has to say about that, and maybe I need some vitamin B or some iron. I don't know. Maybe I'm fine. Maybe I'm just tired in general. But anyway, I'm kicking on every day, and I'm looking forward to going dancing on Friday, which is only 4 days from now. So I'm going to have to get lots of rest for the next 4 days and build up some energy reservoirs for my wild dance. I think Alter Egos are playing this Friday, so that will be quite wonderful as always, and I'm looking forward to it. And then the following Friday lands on my birthday, and I'll be dancing for Ramjet. So it's all wonderful, and it's just after the dance I'm quite exhausted and it takes me a while to recover, but all will be well in Psychedelic Dreamers world for Tanya. I'll carry on as per normal and continuously live my best life. So, from my sacred space to yours, stay happy, stay wild, stay free, stay in love with the ones that love you best and most honouringly and truly, and slough off the rest. Bye for now, my darlings. Have a beautiful day wherever you are in the space-time continuum. Blessed be.